Hey, welcome on in, guys. Tobin here with you. And thanks for checking out the channel, huh? You're beautiful people. If you guys could subscribe, that'd be great. And appreciate you stopping by. So, I'm very bothered by something. Let me tell you what I'm bothered by. I don't like a bully. I don't like people picking on the same guy over and over again. All right? And I don't mean to get all, Nelly on you. Over and over again. But this is all in my head. And I see today, Bleacher Report comes out and they do a little ranking grading system of Kasparas Jakuc ionis along with all the other rookies. And everybody gets their little summer league grades. And it felt like everybody else, A, B, C, maybe somebody got a C minus here and there. And once again, Kasparas Jakuc ionis, all right, got one of the harshest grades you can get by these as the great Tony Fiorentino refers to them as pseudo experts, and they stuck our sweet Kasparas Jakuc ionis, our friendly ghost. They stuck him with a D plus for the summer league, and I'm sitting here and I'm looking and I'm like, what is this hogwash? Like, what is it that Kasparas Jakuc ionis did that has all these draft experts? First you got this Kevin O'Connor, and he's like, oh, yeah, Kasparas Jakuc ionis, D. And I'm like, you had him mocked higher than the Heat got him. How is that even possible? It doesn't even make mock draft sense to have him or have the Heat graded at a D, or to have the worst draft when somebody was drafted lower than you projected them to be drafted. It doesn't compute. Well, I guess O'Connor now has a little company, because I'm looking at like all these picks for like first rounders. Everybody's got nice grades. Everybody's like, yeah, I look pretty good. There's a couple second rounders in here that are like, really bad. But the most part, everybody's getting flying colors. I'm like, look at B. Look at this. Edgecombe, B. Jace Richardson, B+. Nikola Topic, B+. Jeremiah Fears, B. All these grades. And then I get to, our first round pick, Kasparas Jakuc ionis, D+. First of all, let me just tell you something right now, Bleacher Report. Your plus can kiss my ass, okay? Grade him a D or don't grade him at all. All right, don't sit here with your half foot in, half foot out hot take. Stick by it or don't stick it at all. But I'm like, because of a couple of stinkers in California. First of all, here's the thing that I find ridiculous about this with Kasparas Jakuc ionis. Guy actually had the balls to go and actually play Summer League. A lot of these guys were in and out. Deuces, I'm out of here. And this guy's going out there. He's giving you a bunch of games. Yeah. Did he stink up the joint in California? Yeah, he stunk up the joint. But, did we not see Viva Las Vegas? Did we not see the first game back and see what this guy marveled at? If that dude was named Cooper Flagg and he put up that one game in Summer League, all the rose petals that would have been thrown down at Cooper Flagg if he was out here and being like, oh, look at this great one game. And then you never would have seen him again. Okay? Jakuc ionis comes out here after, yes, a terrible run in California, which isn't even real Summer League. Okay? It's pre-Summer League. You're holding it over his head like a guillotine. He comes out, balls out in his first Vegas Summer League game, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, whoa. So he would have been better off shutting it down, and because the Heat aren't here as some little showcase for the Vegas dum-dums out there, Jakuc ionis gets a knockdown on the grade. Look, I don't know what Kasparas Jakuc ionis is going to be, but I'm just looking around at the rest of the grades. I'm like, Why is he getting so harshly penalized for a couple of games in California where he was feeling things out? He was honestly nervous, as he had said. Maybe he was playing a little bit too tight. But this is what they write. Jakuc ionis looked like he was heading for summer league disaster following the California Classic, where he was 1 of 15 from the floor with 6 assists, 12 turnovers. He has since recalibrated with a couple of inspiring performances, and you can see the vision behind him as the lead ball hitter. Well, apparently you cannot, because you rat bastards are out here giving him D pluses. So, I mean, where is the vision? The 19-year-old, they write, the 19-year-old's best outing came July 11th against the Atlanta Hawks when he went off for 24 points, 4 assists, 7 of 12, including a 5 of 9 clip from 3. The ease of which he was able to launch off dribble jumpers over defenders teases the sorts of gaudy best-case outcomes. He can become a brilliant live dribble playmaker, and the kind of floor general who passes to players open and keeps them motivated to keep getting the ball. But so many of Jakuc ionis' potential downsides were evident too. He clearly has a hard time. He works incredibly hard just to get off mega difficult shots. He's not yet hitting at a high clip. And when he finishes the summer, having converted fewer than 25% from 3, and can throw his bigs out of whack by overextending screen rejections. Okay, first of all, dude, did you see the bigs that he was playing with half the time? Okay, he didn't get every game with Khalil Ware, by the by. And the other guys, respectfully, are not exactly the creme de la creme of summer. And I'm watching, and maybe I'm crazy, but Cooper Flagg threw up like a 5 for 27 spot in his first game, comes back and has a nice game, calls it a day, and you guys are out here giving rose petals for Cooper Flagg, but Kasparas Jakuc ionis is out here trying to make things happen with the bad news Bears, and you guys are like, this dude ain't got it. What is that? Ridiculous. They close it with too many of his turnovers felt preventable. There's having a daring do being laissez-faire. All right, you guys for writing that line. Like, what the is that? Can you write like a real person? If I see you write laissez-faire in anybody else's analysis, I highly doubt it. And you guys are sitting here disparaging Lithuanian Luka, and I'm not having it. Jakuc ionis often tilts towards the former, not taking nearly enough about his surroundings or defenders in the front of him to account. Make no bones about it, there's real upside here, but unless he's going to unbottle defensive chops not revealed in the summer league, there is, how do we use this guy potential? Well, now I know you're not evaluating, because if there's one thing you could say about Kasparas Jakuc ionis, where you say unbottled defensive chops, he played really good defensively the entire summer. Everybody said it. Everybody on the Heat organization, everything was one of the things that impressed them the most is that he defended well and played strong defensively in spite of his offensive struggles. But again, somehow this guy is being picked on in the nerd basketball world playpen, and they're picking on him. And I want to know what the deal is. I don't know. Is it because you have trouble with his name? I'm trying to figure it out. Why is Kasparas Jakuc ionis getting singled out here by you bozos? Hard to figure out. I'm not really getting what you guys are putting out there. Anyway, there was some other notes. This was from Sport Track. This is from Keith Smith, who talked to some execs around. This is what they said about Kasparas Jakuc ionis. He's going to say, they say, I'm not going to tell you where he was on our board, but it was a heck of a lot higher than where we picked him. A Heat front office executive said, the great thing about Kaz is that he wasn't very good in California, and he was mad about that. Here in Las Vegas, he was much better, and that will work for him in the NBA. He's not going to settle for being anything other than great. Well, thanks, I guess, for the motivation, Bleacher Report, for your D+ harsh grade on Kasparas Jakuc ionis. Laissez-faire my ass. You laissez-faire it through this grade evaluation. That's what I would say. Insane, dude. Insane. By the by, this also had an interesting thing here from the Heat executive that this Keith Smith spoke to on Khalil Ware. It said, big year coming for him. He's another guy who won't settle for anything other than being great. We're looking forward to watching the leap he's going to take as a second-year guy. Perfect fit with Bam Adebayo in our versatile front court. Couldn't be happier with how he's coming along. I got to be honest with you, I don't know exactly when Keith got this from the executive. But one thing I will say, I know Goosey's when I read them. And that, my friends, is Goosey's. So I'll take it. I like it. I'm enjoying it. But if you carnival barkers out there keep picking on Kasparas Jakuc ionis, we're going to have a problem, okay? If I see more grades along the way of, I guess just everybody else was perfect in Summer League. I'm just sure everybody else was the next coming of Magic Johnson or LeBron James. I'm sure that's everybody else. So if I'm telling you right now, I'm keeping notice of what's going on here with Kaz. And so be forewarned. I've got my antenna out on all this. I'm watching it. I'm not happy about it. And just mind your P's and Q's when you're talking about Kasparas Jakuc ionis, because I was not pleased with this.